Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Tuesday Panic. I'm your host, Paul Turner, and today I want to share with you an exciting, fun, fast game that you can play with your youth group. That is a card game, so it's really good for retreats or lock-ins or just to kick around and hang out with kids and play a game with. And that is called Superfight. And Superfight is a game of argumentation. Now, I don't know anybody that doesn't have some kids in a youth group that doesn't like to argue, right? you know? And if you've ever had kids that argue about silly things or ridiculous things, this is the perfect game for them. In our family, it's always arguing whether or not Aquaman is a real superhero or not. And I don't know if we've yet determined that yet, but the arguments are a lot of fun. But in this game, it is random in a way because you're choosing cards. Now, let me just flip this around here and show you a little bit about what I'm talking about here. Okay, so what we have here is we have some decks here. We have the black deck, which is all about the attributes, and the character cards, which is the white deck. And you will get 3 of each. Each player will get 3 of the attribute cards, 3 of the character cards. See, that is my hand, and this will be your hand, because we're going to play a game here to see who can win Superfight. And so everybody goes around in a circle, and we start with the player, usually, as the rules say, who is the youngest. And since we don't know who the youngest is between you and me, I will assume that I am the youngest, just because it's my show. And so I will then go ahead and pick for you. Hopefully I will pick a good one here. And I'll get back to you in just a second and show you what it is. Okay, so I have chosen, and this fight is going to be between a soccer mom that has 2 extra arms versus a gorilla that shoots blinding light from their hands. And so what we have here is this, is I am competing against you, and whoever wins this fight, by the way, how the game goes is whoever wins, they argue for just a little while. And you give them some time to argue it out. Between the 2 players now. Don't let anybody argue in there because they'll take too long. Let just the 2 people, give them 30 seconds on the clock. Let them argue about which of these opponents would win. And then at a point given in there, once you 30 seconds up, you will then allow them to each take 1 attribute card to kind of, let's see if it changes anything. So the soccer mom, that now has 2 extra arms, can also fly if nobody is watching. Okay. And then the gorilla here, let's see, gorilla can shoot blinding light from hands, can summon anything from a hardware store. And so that is the battle that is set out there. So once that goes, and if anything changes with that extra card there, it may make the argument better, or it may make your argument worse, depending on what happens to you, because they're both good cards and bad cards. So, with that being said, I will let you go ahead and decide which of these people. Leave me a comment down below and let me know which of these would actually win this fight. All right, and that is Superfight in a nutshell, basically. Now, what you also need to know is this, is that whoever wins this fight in the round, as you're going around in a circle, the person that loses, and the person that wins gets 1 point. Now, the person that wins gets to stay in the battle, but they're not allowed to choose any extra cards. They just go ahead and hold on to their hand, and the next person goes and tries to compete against the hand that won. Now, obviously, if you're doing 3 rounds, you're going to accumulate some points as you go around, and the goal is the person with the most points wins Superfight in the 3 rounds there. And so I hope that you'll be able to leave a comment below and tell me which of these will win, by the way. I'll state my case that a soccer mom with 2 sets of arms. Soccer moms, as you know, are crazy people. They yell, they scream, and this one can throw soccer balls. They can throw them really fast, and they can throw a lot of them because they have 2 extra arms. In addition to the fact that after throwing many, many soccer balls at you, you will not be able to see, just a flood of soccer balls will be able to come in. You won't be able to see, and I will fly and drop more soccer balls onto you until you are just drowning in them. And so that is my case to be made for this fight. Please leave me a comment down below as to who you think might win this fight. Me, the soccer mom, with 2 sets of arms and can fly when nobody's looking, or will it be the gorilla that shoots blinding lights from its hands and can summon anything from a hardware store? And so That is Superfight. You can go to skybound.com. Skybound.com is where you can buy this, or you can buy it on Amazon. But I think it's only $35. It's a great investment. You get a lot of time out of it. I played it with both my college group and my adult volunteers. Both groups have loved it. Both groups obviously too like to argue, so that also helps. But it's just a great game. It's a fun game to play when you're just kind of chilling or relaxing, or if you want to use it on a retreat or something like that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit of time today for the Tuesday Panic. If you are a regular, thank you so much for hanging with me today. Appreciate you doing that. And please hit the thumbs up button. That lets me know you like the video and want more of them. As well, go ahead and leave that comment down below as to who will win the fight, but also leave me a comment on some other things you'd like to see. Are there some other things you'd like me to review, or games you'd like me to share, or topics that you're struggling with in your youth ministry? And if you're brand spanking new, thanks for hanging with me for just a little time today. I would love for you to be a subscriber here, so please be sure to hit the subscribe button here if you like this video, and I hope you did. But hit the subscribe button there, and that will get videos like this in your inbox at least twice a week between Monday, which is Monday, meant to be Monday, and Tuesday, which is Tuesday Panic. And then I do some random videos throughout the month to give you guys the ideas, resources, and strategies you need to help you do youth ministry right where you're at. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. Enjoyed the time. And until we meet next time, have a great youth meeting.